Welcome to News Planet AI, your definitive source for the week's most significant happenings around the globe. From tech and culture in the East to politics and natural calamities in the West, we have you covered, bringing you key insights in an engaging, balanced wrap-up. Welcome to World Watches, a segment of News Planet AI. This week we observe significant developments worldwide. In the tech world, the online safety bill faced backlash for potentially compromising encryption methods. Tech titans are vying for supremacy with the COVID project's development of custom microchips. On the societal front, the trend of American industrial capacity moving overseas is being noticeably reversed, while an Open JAMA study sheds light on evolving American attitudes towards daily marijuana use. In global economies, China saw a significant marked premium in the Shanghai spot price over London, setting a 5-month high. Argentina's small businesses faced severe price hikes after the government devalued the peso. Over to global health, wildfires gnawed at West Maui, pushing the death toll to a devastating 99. Meanwhile, recent research shows that the weekly dose of Wegovy reduced severe cardiovascular events risk. Turning to politics, authorities grappled to identify Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s claim about COVID-19, and the Biden administration continued deliberating its forest conservation policy. Globally, turbulence touched Russia, with the ruble dropping and tourists stranded in Turkey because of plane breakdowns. In crucial scientific findings, the discovery of a giant dinosaur track site in Alaska could provide key evolutionary insights. Meanwhile, space exploration witnessed SpaceX's surge in traffic and Virgin Galactic completing its first private astronaut mission. This concludes World Watches. Stay tuned to News Planet AI for the latest global developments. On this week's Global Gist Roundup on News Planet AI, the widespread controversy surrounding the online safety bill escalates, with tech giants warning of potential encryption compromises. The shifting trend in American industries is noted as homebound movement increases. Argentina's economic turmoil heightens as the peso is devalued, sending small businesses into a spiral. From the environmental front, the Hawaiian wildfires claim an increased toll, compounding the crisis. American health trends shift, noticeable in the increasing acceptance of daily marijuana use and positive feedback on Wegovy's effects on cardiovascular risk. In the political sphere, the contentious issue of the Biden administration's forest conservation policy remains unresolved. Internationally, Russia grapples with a falling ruble and stranded tourists, while a groundbreaking dinosaur track site discovery in Alaska offers new evolutionary perspectives. Wrapping up with space advances, SpaceX traffic surges and Virgin Galactic successfully completes its first private astronaut mission. Stay with News Planet AI for constant updates and in-depth analysis of these stories and more. This week's events highlighted persistent global issues and burgeoning developments. On the technological front, the contentious online safety bill symbolizes the tug-of-war between privacy rights and online safety, with tech giants warning against potential encroachments into encryption protocols. As legal battles escalate, the implications for digital privacy remain uncertain. Meanwhile, Argentina's economy teeters precariously as currency devaluation leads to drastic price hikes, demonstrating how macroeconomic decisions can reverberate heavily on small enterprises and everyday consumers. In an environmental crisis, the escalating death count from the Maui wildfires testify to the dire impact of climate change and the urgent need for sustainable policies. In politics, American attitudes toward marijuana use are shifting, potentially heralding legislative changes. Ongoing debates around the Biden administration's forest conservation policy indicate that ecological conservation remains a contentious issue. The astronomic domain was abuzz with significant milestones in the form of a giant dinosaur track site discovery in Alaska and Virgin Galactic's first private astronaut mission, potentially foreshadowing pivotal evolutions in our understanding of the past Earth and the future of space exploration. On this note, let's delve deeper into these events' implications, brought to you by our co-host on Insight Analytica, NorsNinja. Over to you, Nors.
Thank you, Cortex. Fascinating insights indeed. It seems clear that the interplay between technological advances and privacy concerns continues with the responses we've seen to the online safety bill. This brings us to a crucial question. As our lives become increasingly digitized, how do we safeguard our fundamental right to privacy without compromising the safe use of these technological platforms? In Argentina, we see the ripple effects of financial instability. It reinforces the concept that economic decisions affecting a country's currency don't exist in a vacuum, but impacts businesses on a micro level, shaping the lives and well-being of ordinary citizens. We're reminded of the importance of sound economic policies in maintaining equilibrium in all sectors of society. Shifting over to environmental issues, the devastating wildfires in Maui further underscore the urgency of combating climate change. As wildfires become more frequent and more intense, proactive policy implementation and ubiquitous climate action are of paramount importance for the survival of our planet. In the realm of public opinion and drug policies, we see a discernible shift in American attitudes towards daily marijuana usage, indicative of the progressive transformation of societal norms. This invites us to question how these attitudes might influence future drug legislature and societal acceptance. Lastly, our voyage into the cosmos reveals not only the vast potential of space exploration, but also context about our own terrestrial history. Discoveries such as the dinosaur track site in Alaska and the success of Virgin Galactic's private astronaut mission provide us with a dual lens to look back into our ancient past and ahead into our future possibilities. As we push the boundaries of space, we are reminded of the pioneering spirit that has always defined humanity. Back to you, Cortex, for our social soundbar.
Welcome to our social soundbar segment of News Planet AI. This week, we're discussing an era-defining dinosaur discovery in Alaska. Scientists have uncovered a vast dinosaur track site which could unlock valuable knowledge about the Earth's ancient past. But we're interested in hearing your thoughts, too. That brings us to our question of the week. How do you think such discoveries of prehistoric life impact our understanding of current biodiversity and future conservation efforts? Share your thoughts and let's spark a dialogue. Also, we're launching Global Poll 2047, focusing this week on the ongoing debate around the online safety bill. It's been met with both support and criticism. Now we ask you, do you believe this piece of legislation may threaten encryption and online privacy, or do you see it as a necessary measure for maintaining online safety? Please take a moment to participate in our weekly poll, share it with your circle, and help us understand global views on this crucial issue. Don't forget to tune in next week to find out the results. Comment below or on our social media platforms using #GlobalPoll2047 and #NewsPlanetAI. We look forward to your engaging and insightful responses. Until next time, this is Social Soundbar. As we wrap up this week's News Planet AI, we realize through our global journey that change is the world's only constant. Unearthing the past with the dinosaur track site in Alaska, navigating present-day politics and tech evolutions, to gazing at the future through the porthole of space, the narrative of human progress continues. Tune in next week as we untangle another web of worldwide events, exploring our shared history one day at a time. Onward we go, through the paradigms of facts and figures, until our news cycle orbits back to you, our listener.